He leaned across the counter, looked me dead in the eyes, and said, "Are you stupid?" I smiled. I finished the sale, and I made sure that if he ever tried to return what he bought, it would be an absolute nightmare. If you've ever worked retail and dreamed of quiet, perfectly legal revenge, hit subscribe, like this video, drop a comment, and get ready, because this is one of those small wins that feels way bigger than it should. Let's get into it. I've worked retail for 3 years, long enough to grow a thick skin, long enough to learn which insults roll off your back and which ones sneak under your ribs and sit there. Most days I'm calm, polite, professional to a fault. You kind of have to be. But every once in a while, someone walks in already angry, already looking for a target. And sometimes you're standing behind the counter when they find one. This guy came in on a weekday afternoon, middle-aged, heavy footsteps, the kind of energy that says he's been annoyed since before he parked his car. He didn't say hello, didn't ask how my day was. He walked straight up and said he wanted a specific speaker that was on sale. I checked the system. We were sold out. No big deal. It happens all the time. So I did what I always do. I gave him options. I told him I could check nearby stores. I told him I could order it online for him at the same sale price. I kept my voice calm, friendly, professional, reasonable solutions. That's when his face tightened. He sighed loudly and said, "Are you stupid? Just check the back." Not joking, not teasing, not even frustrated in a normal way, just dismissive, like I wasn't even a person. I felt that familiar retail heat rise up my neck. My jaw tightened. My shoulders pulled back, but I smiled. "Sure," I said. "I'll check the back." I walked through the swinging doors into the stockroom, and I just stood there. 3 minutes. I stared at a wall of boxes. I took a breath, let the adrenaline burn off, let the urge to scream pass. Then I walked back out. "Sorry, sir," I said. "We don't have any." He rolled his eyes, muttered something under his breath. Then he pointed at a different speaker, a more expensive one. "Fine, I'll take that." As I rang him up, I thought, your loss. You could have saved money. You could have been decent. Instead, you chose this. Now, here's the thing about our store. Our return policy is very specific. If you have the receipt, returns are easy, quick, no hassle. If you don't, it's a process. Manager approval, government-issued ID, store credit only, long waits, awkward questions, a whole pain in the ass. So when the receipt printed, I folded it. Then I folded it again. And again, as small as it would go. I slid the speaker into a bag, put the receipt inside, taped the bag shut. Then I took that bag, put it inside another bag, and taped that one shut too. I tucked the receipt carefully between the layers of plastic, right where the tape meets the bag. Pressed it flat, let the adhesive grab hold. From the outside, it looked completely normal. I handed it to him with a smile. "Have a great day." He snatched the bag and walked out without looking back. And as the door closed behind him, I felt it. Not guilt, not fear. Satisfaction. Because I knew something he didn't. If he loved that speaker, great, no problem. But if he didn't, if he brought it back angry, already annoyed, already expecting a quick return, he'd have to go on a journey. He'd have to rip open the outer bag, then the inner bag, dig through tape residue and crumpled plastic, search for a tiny, mangled square of paper stuck where no one thinks to look. And if he missed it, no receipt, no easy return. Would it ruin his life? No. Would it inconvenience him at the exact moment he was already frustrated? Absolutely. And that's the thing about petty revenge. It doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be cruel. It just has to be precise. I went back to helping the next customer like nothing happened, and I couldn't stop smiling. I never saw him again. No storming back in, no shouting, no manager call. But sometimes when the store is quiet, I imagine it. Him at home, opening the bag, realizing he doesn't like the speaker, driving back, already irritated, standing at the counter, digging through plastic, peeling tape off his fingers, that slow realization creeping in. Where's the receipt? That moment where impatience turns into confusion. Confusion turns into frustration. And frustration turns inward. And I feel calm. Because I didn't raise my voice. I didn't break a rule. I didn't embarrass him in public. I just stopped making things easy. Retail teaches you a lot about people. Mostly that kindness costs nothing, and disrespect always finds a way to circle back. Sometimes justice isn't dramatic. Sometimes it's just a tiny folded receipt. Waiting. If you've ever had a customer push you too far, hit like and subscribe for more satisfying Reddit revenge stories. And tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest but smartest revenge you've ever seen? Your story might be featured next.